think it will be straighter if you hit it.
Hey, Kaiser here with another video. Today is a gravel hill climbing video in the Talladega Forest in Alabama. The route was 55 miles and 6,500 feet of climbing and some of the best gravel that I've ridden in a long time. At around 85% gravel, the majority of the route was gravel with super steep hills, ripping downhill, super wide roads, and double track. I hadn't gotten this officially fulfilled from a ride in forever, so it was a truly wonderful day and I hope you sit back and enjoy. We live in Atlanta, Georgia, so the drive over was about 90 minutes to Alabama with a 1-hour time zone difference. Meeting time was 9 a.m. to roll out at 9:30, but there was a group running about 30 minutes behind. Convenient for me who likes getting ready very, very slowly. In the meantime, John was getting attacked by some dogs. Yep, today is a John Christopher ride, which means it will definitely be a spectacular ride. Eventually, everyone safely arrived and we rolled with a fairly large group. I think I knew about half of the people there. We immediately went on to gravel out of the parking lot and also immediately started climbing. At this point I thought, oof, this route might be monstrous. And so I immediately started off in energy saving mode. However, the steep grade and the loose gravel made for quite a hard environment to take it easy. Thinking back on it now, I think I just hadn't been on gravel in such a long time that I just wasn't used to it. The first descent appeared then disappeared very quickly, turning into a climb. I guess today's ride's gonna be rolling, huh? I thought. Although there were longer climbs, how well you can maintain momentum into the uphills was the task at hand. It's difficult to tell those kinds of things from the elevation profile, but anyways, now that I know, I decided to change how I ride to really benefit from these downhills. After reaching the top of the first bigger climb, we decided to gather back together. Gathering in itself, I don't mind, but golly, this was a hot day. A hot summer day hitting 98 degrees with a very high humidity. Being in the sun made for an extra toasty day with multiple people declining to come to this ride simply from how hot it was gonna be. This next section was steadily descending down the mountain that we just ascended. I rode this part with John and Tatiana without taking any unnecessary risks yet.
Hello.
But yeah, these roads were extremely wide, probably fitting 4 cars across, I think. Although there were tons of different lines that we could have taken, pretty much everything was loose, so it didn't change much. We crossed this small river and back to climbing. Anyone who's filmed with a GoPro knows how it records hills to look very flat, so the fact that this road still appears steep means it's extremely steep in reality.
And up we go. Up and up and up and up and up and up we go. Wow.
Up the hill we go down. We go up the hill we go down.
Whoa. Nice. Definitely a car.
I'm averaging 11 right now.
I was like, wow, John's really loud.
The drifting behind.
Yeah.
So I tried a lot of. I've tried some meat, but I'll ask you again at the end of this.
Descending down from the break spot we were just at, we arrive at a campsite. Everyone was simply following John, who started to do these weird laps, which made for a pretty fun laugh for all of us. But here we are taking a break 5 minutes after the previous break. The John Christopher ride. And as we start back up, we start on a 15% hill, which painful. We soon go into this side road to go check out a graveyard. The double track to the graveyard was quite enjoyable, but I still feel so much resistance just riding in a graveyard. We stopped the group back together quite a few times in the first half from all the hills. John was our guide, so we definitely wanted to wait for him. With it being a really humid day, we could really feel the heat engulfing us whenever we stopped. Still, having so many different people made for very enjoyable stops, even while we were waiting in the heat.
No, the footage.
Skid, 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 skid.
Lock it up.
Woo!
Next up was a super downhill. Everyone was so very fast, and I was astonished at the speed difference whenever people zipped past me. Quite the bike control.
That was awesome. I can see it.
So I have real lines.
Oh, is that road? Oh, wow.
A mile of paved road appeared, so I was able to rest my hands and back a little bit. Immediately returning to some gravel, this time was a fast and thrilling double track downhill.
Oh. It's just a loop?
In the middle of this descent, the route showed what looked like a clicking error when the route was made, but this is John we're talking of. This was actually a tiny detour to check out a small church. It always amazes me how John finds these random spots. But also, fun fact, this church had a men's only porta potty outside, but no female one.
Okay.
All kinds of crap.
Hell yeah. Oh!
Feel the spirit.
Getting out of the church area, we used some single track, Tatiana giving out some very happy aura in front of me the second we got on.
That was fun, right?
Yeah. I like that actually.
Yeah.
The house slash church was worth it. I guess it's only a church, not a house.
And a men's bathroom.
And a men's bathroom. This changed a lot. Cool. Michinai. Wow. Wow. Beautiful, John.
You know, everybody hold your nose. We're gonna go to deep water. I am. It's okay. I'll hold you.
Hold my hand.
Okay.
After getting out of the trails, we arrived at another campsite. The amazing part about this route is this campsite, right in the middle of the route. Here there was a nice and cool bathroom, a shower, and some water. The route is like a figure 8, so we come right back to the spot later on, which is absolutely perfect for a scorching summer day like this.
Typical.
I'm so happy right now.
I'm sure you are, yeah.
Where you can keep it shorter, but dip it like one that goes like this.
After an extended old man chat break, we arrived to my favorite section, going up and down short but steep hills over and over and over. Although the shade eventually did disappear and it got very, very hot.
wait a little bit, I guess. That was awesome. Well, that's sealant all over myself, but I guess it's fine.
Okay. How did you puncture it?
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's sealed. It looks sealed. It's on the sidewall.
What is it, dark? It's dark, they fix it. I don't like it.
It's like on the rim. Yeah.
I found out after the ride on what happened, but it looks like a rock smacked my rim and chipped it, resulting in a sharp edge on my rim. That sharp edge poked into the sidewall of my tire, resulting in this situation. And so here I was rushing and feeling extremely bad about having to make everyone wait in this heat.
Pull it back the way you just were when it was like spraying.
No. I don't
Well,
want to
that's the test. Mechanical. Good thing you have new tires at home.
I know, right? It's the last ride, and
Yeah.
this tire's like, oh no, you ain't. I'm not gonna.
I'm retiring today.
Without.
Ooh.
What's up?
Yum.
Anyways, a sidewall cut. The sealant was definitely not working, so a tube we go. But the valve stem screw wouldn't loosen initially, it was too tight. Then the valve itself wouldn't come out, and so a makeshift hammer time.
I think it will be straighter if you hit it.
Hey.
We're good.
Alright,
Ah,
I'll shut up.
Oh, you carded that?
yeah. There's
Nice.
Look at your valve cord.
Of course, in it.
Okay, I mean, it's out.
Christ. Okay. Nah.
It's getting hot.
Friction.
We good?
Your valve cord. Yeah, the valve cord's coming out with it.
I can just. Oh my god. This is a steep way to wake up the legs. Oh wow, that goes more. $10 per pump.
Yeah. I had my own pump, I wasn't aware.
That's how they get you.
After putting in the tube, the bike definitely felt harder. It felt like my rear wheel was launching me up on the gravel, so I took the curbs lighter. I was also worried about getting another flat since I hadn't been tubed in such a long time. But we descend all the way down to the northernmost section of this route to some pavement, and we were on pavement for about 1.5 miles to zip in an easy mile. From here was the second half. We head to the biggest climb of the day, although a mere 600-foot climb. Since it was gravel, I figured it'll be a bit tougher, but I was still excited. Right before was this downhill, and at least on the left side that I was on, the gravel suddenly turned very rough and launched my rear wheel. I got a surge of cold sweat at that moment, but I got it back to control immediately while being blinded from the dust cloud that David was making in front of me.
Ooh-wee. This looks fun.
This is going to be interesting. So a little over a mile.
Mile, okay. That's not bad. Nage. Nage, この登り。いやいやいや、えぐいて。登り切ったが景色なし。待ちますか。Wow.
Getting back to the car,
Oh yeah?
because there's some super steep climbs where you think, oh, we should be done now, you know? Like, no,
Yeah.
it's gonna make you pay.
Back to the same place. Keep scooping. Keep scooping.
I can't scoop anymore though.
Ah,
No, it doesn't matter.
Pretend scoop, pretend scoop.
It's
Now
okay.
it's a.
What the heck? Put that whole thing in. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
Wow.
little moisture in there at one point in time, so it
Using the whole
clumped up.
thing. Nice. Nope, wrong way, I guess. Guess it's this way. What was that?
That was the wrong way.
Oh.
Mr. John is a guy who always rides a significant amount of miles, but is a smoker, which was always interesting to me. The first time I met him was at the Maysville gravel race, and as I was waiting at an aid stop, he just showed up, pulled out a cigarette, and smoked. But I do love his smoke breaks during a ride. Anyways, we gathered back together with the guys who went for a swim in the lake. We had about 20 miles left, and since everyone was starting to get tired, we all rode at our own comfortable paces from here. I rode the rest of the route at the perfect pace with Coco, who I ride Saturday morning get rad rides with. David would pass us on the downhills and we would pass him back up on the uphills, but it's really good to just be able to ride at your own pace when you're tired, especially with this much climbing in play.
Goddamn. Nice.
Coco had all his food in his front bag, so we did have to stop a couple of times for him to get some food out. By the way, I think fall or winter would be the perfect time to do this route if you want some nice views, since all we saw was greenery.
Might be like a bridge. Probably just a bridge or something.
That would suck, depending on the height of the...
Whoop, slowing! Send it! Yeah. Just the way that it was written. What is that? It's kind of scary how on this side there's barely anything that's blocking it. Yeah, the temperature is nice. It's kind of hot in the sun still though.
Okay.
All day long.
Just like John mentioned earlier, the last part of this route was brutal. The extremely steep hills right at the end.
Because he was saying it's like you're exhausted and you're about to be done and it's annoying. So maybe it's not that steep.
It'll be okay.
Yeah. What in the world is that? Oh my god. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Oh lord. That looks awesome. chunky. Holy crap. I guess he wasn't lying. That was the steepest one out of the day. Probably. Let's go. Let's go. This last bit is stupid. Oh my god. Yeah. What is this last bit? Oh my god. What the heck? Mattago warayanke. Nani wa? Zenzen warayan. Almost there. Yeah. My soul hurts.
At the very end, I knew I'd have to wait for the rest of the people to get back, so I chose to go to a viewpoint overlook place that was nearby. But it was definitely way more climbing than I thought it was.
The parking lot is right. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the viewpoint though. Alright. God damn. This better be freaking worth it. This better be. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, nice. Jesus Christ. Wow, this is actually very pretty. Nice. Yahoo! Woo!
And that was the day. Thanks so much for watching this long video, a 55-mile, 6,000 foot up climb route. Almost 85% gravel, and as always, John's route is spectacular. Although the last 8 miles or so, I really wanted to have a word with him, but it was so fun that I just forgot about it. Everyone else safely got back eventually and had a beer. Gravel is awesome, isn't it? Need to definitely get back into it. Please like and subscribe if you like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.